Welcome back to my cigar exploration channel. What a beautiful day today. Today we are going to explore this Buffalo Trace 6x52 Toro cigar. I gotta tell you, the first thing I noticed is it's very firm. It's a very firm cigar. I hope that doesn't mean we're going to have trouble with the draw on this guy. This was a $9 cigar. Did I overpay for this cigar? Is this going to be worth $9, or is this just $9 because it says Buffalo Trace on it? This is a Dominican Republic stick. It's got a lot going on. Sometimes I'll do reviews and I can't find out a lot about a stick. This thing says it is a Cubano and Nicaraguan stick, the fillers are, and then it has a Brazilian binder, and then it has an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper on it. So this thing's got a lot going on. Rated pretty good. Seems like people like these. I'm smelling cedar, so I'll probably love it. Hopefully it draws good. I'm a little nervous about that. Smell cedar. Definitely tobacco smells. Some spice going on in there. I've also got a bourbon pairing today. We're gonna check this guy out here. I reviewed or explored the Noble Oak Double Oak Rye, and this is the bourbon version of it. So this is an interesting company. They actually plant a tree for every single bottle. So this is 2 trees I've planted now, so I should get some credit since this is my second bottle of this. You see the back of it here. Just gonna go ahead and get it opened up, get some in a glass and let it kind of air out a little bit while we get the cigar lit. Okay, let's listen for that cork pull. Oh, it's a good one. The Noble Oak Rye had a really good cork pull as well. So, all right. So we've got ourselves our Glencairn glass here. I'm gonna get some bourbon in here. Here we go. Okay, let some air get in that. Here's that cork. Great cork pull on that. All right. So let's get this cigar cut. We are gonna just use our standard Vertigo straight cutter, my favorite one. See what we got there. Beautiful. Whoa. Picking up on that cedar big time. And obviously some spice, some leather. All right, so maybe the wind's gonna cooperate with me today out here. Let's get this fancy green silk wrapper off here. It's actually squeezing the cigar slightly. The sun wants to come out now too. Okay, so I'm just gonna toast the end of this up with a regular Bic lighter here. I'm trying to do some different things. I obviously watch other people smoke cigars on the internet, and some people have some advice. This was some advice from a really fancy, and now the wind kicking up on me all of a sudden. Just not able to get the end of this thing toasted before I light it, am I? Okay, well, that's, again, not gonna happen today, so. This thing toasts it, but more like burns it than toasts it, you know? Burning the crap out of the end of that. It's amateur hour here with this. It's the first time I burned a cigar like that. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble. I was out last night, and I think this thing got turned up. I think the flame on this thing is way up. I was letting somebody use it. Okay, so other than the damage I did to the end of this thing, it seems to be fine. Was really worried about that draw. but everything seems good. It's pretty good. Getting some nuttiness on it, as well as that cedar I mentioned. It's not that strong. Okay, I can see why this is a highly rated cigar. Still not so sure if it's a $9 cigar. That's good. 90 proof. It says it is a bourbon whiskey finished with sherry oak staves. You see that written there? You can definitely taste there's something extra in there, another wood profile. I don't know that I would just pick up that it's sherry oak, but I would say if you said what's different or unique about this bourbon, I'd say along the lines of like a double oak, like a double barreled kind of thing. Pepper on my tongue and lips. See the ash, nice and tight. Nothing wrong with this stick other than the job I burned on it. As you can see here, what I did to it, but it isn't affecting it at all. It just isn't very pretty looking. Burned the crap out of the wrapper there. Very enjoyable. I'd say this is a medium cigar. Definitely not a light cigar. But I wouldn't go into that real deep end with it either. I don't think it's a very strong cigar. I'd say it's a medium bodied. A nice cut. I know I already showed it to you, but it's cut real nice. It's very dense and hard, though. I mentioned that before. I know I keep saying that, but it's very hard. I suspect this is going to be a long burning cigar. This is probably an hour. This is 6x52 Toro size. Has anybody ever had Buffalo Trace bourbon? Has anybody ever had one of these cigars? Are there any other, liquor company, spirit companies out there that make cigars that you recommend? Can't get my hands on Buffalo Trace actual bourbon where I live. Would have been kind of corny to review them together, even if I could. But if I could get it, I might have done it. It's impossible to get where I live. Sometimes my liquor store will get a case or two of it, and I suspect it's somebody working there kind of knows people and tells them, and within like 10 seconds of them putting it out, it's gone. I just haven't gotten that lucky. I've had Buffalo Trace. I've had it in public before, bourbon. I've tasted it. I think it's good. I don't think it's overrated. Some people say it's an overrated bourbon. I think it's delicious. It's not terribly expensive. I think it's about 30 bucks a bottle. This Noble Oak was on sale. You may notice I like buying things on sale, especially liquor. 32 bucks for that Noble Oak. Past the point where I singed the heck out of it there. So back to being a pretty normal looking cigar now, not a beat up one. Yeah, this is good. Getting a lot of cedar and pepper. If you like cedar and pepper, this is a good one. So this is right up my alley. The Retro Hail, same thing just now, just extra cedar and pepper. got a little nuttiness too. Maybe like a cashew, maybe some vanilla in here too. A lot of times I wonder if I'm picking up on some vanilla and stuff from the bourbons I'm drinking too. You know, it stays on your palate and then the smoke's on your palate, but could be getting some of that as well. Because this bourbon definitely has vanilla in it. Saw this flower when I was out here. Thought it was really pretty. It's really little. I don't know what kind of flower this is. When we were little kids, I remember we used to call those buttercups. I don't know why, but that's what we used to call them. It was a field where I grew up, and they were just loaded with them this time of year. What's everybody smoking and drinking? What's going on? Leave me a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. I'm putting these videos out, whether it be a budget cigar battle or an exploration of one of these, you know, bigger, fancier, more expensive sticks. I'm doing this almost every day, putting these out daily. So, you know, it's not like you're not going to get some content from me. Subscribe so you don't ever miss any of my videos. All right, one more sip bourbon and I'll let everybody go here. Yeah, it's good stuff. All right. Everybody take care of yourself and each other, and I will see you guys in the next one.